Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Welcome to the revision chapter number 4, that is the Mughal Empire. In today's video, we will start with the revision of this chapter. So, I'm sure, children, by now you're clear with the map concept, right? How it is supposed to be done. So, as usual, I want you to be ready with your pen and a notepad so that you can write down the important points. I hope you are reading the lessons thoroughly. I hope you are doing the question answers. Notes have already been sent to you, children. So, do not waste time and start preparing for your exams now. Okay? So, let us begin with today's video. Children, the Indian subcontinent in the Middle Ages was large territory and it had diversity in the people and culture. Hence, it was a very difficult task for any ruler to control or to have any kind of control over it. So, from the late 16th century, the Mughals expanded their kingdom from Agra and Delhi. They controlled nearly all the subcontinent. Through their administration and ideas of governance, they left a political legacy for the succeeding rulers. So, what they did was they imposed structures of administration and ideas of governance. And these ideas of governance, it outlasted their rule and it left a political legacy that succeeding rulers of the subcontinent could not ignore. Today, the Prime Minister of India addresses the nation on Independence Day from the ramparts of the Red Fort in Delhi, which was during that time the residence of Mughal emperors. So, children, who were Mughals, or rather, who are Mughals? Let us understand this first. The Mughals were the descendants of two great lineages of rulers. From their mother's side, they were descendants of Genghis Khan, who was the ruler of Mongol tribes, China and Central Asia. And from their father's side, they were the successors of Timur, the ruler of Iran, Iraq and modern day Turkey. However, children, the Mughals were proud of their Timurid ancestry, as their great ancestor, who had conquered Delhi in 1398. So, children, the Mughals did not like to be called Mughal or Mongol. This was because Genghis Khan's memory was associated with the massacre of innumerable people. It was also linked with the Uzbeks, their Mongol competitors. On the other hand, the Mughals were proud of their Timurid ancestry because of their great ancestor who had captured Delhi in the year 1398, right? They celebrated their genealogy pictorially, each ruler getting a picture made of Timur and himself. Now, children, look at this picture This picture is from page number 46 of your textbook, figure number 2. It is a miniature painting of Timur, his descendants, and the Mughal emperors. Timur is the one who is sitting in the center, and on his right is his son, then great grandson, so on and so forth. And on the left are the Mughal emperors. So, a small recap on what we did till now. We understood that the Mughals were the descendants of two great lineages of rulers. From mother's side, they were descendants of Genghis Khan, and from father's side, they were the successors of Timur. The Mughals did not like to be called as Mughal or Mongol. Now let us move on to the next topic, that is Mughal military campaigns. Can you see the picture over here, children? It is figure 3 from your textbook, page number 47. It is the Mughal army on campaign. So children, Babur was the first Mughal emperor who ruled from 1526 to 1530. He succeeded to the throne of Fergana in 1494 when he was only 12 years of age. He was forced to leave his ancestral throne due to the invasion of another Mongol group, the Uzbeks. After years of wandering, he seized Kabul in the year 1504. And in the year 1526, he defeated the Sultan of Delhi, Ibrahim Lodi, at Panipat, and then he captured Delhi and Agra. In 1527, he defeated Ranasanga, the Rajput ruler, and their allies at Khanua, and in 1528 he defeated the Rajputs at Chanderi. Before his death in the year 1530, Babur established control over Agra and Delhi. Now children, this is table 1 of page number 48 from your textbook. Okay, it shows Mughal emperors, major campaigns and events. Let us start with the first one, Babur. He ruled from the year 1526 to 1530. In the year 1526, he defeated Ibrahim Lodi and his Afghan supporters at Panipat. In the year 1527, he defeated Ranasanga, the Rajput rulers and allies at Khanua. And in the year 1528, he defeated the Rajputs at Chanderi. He established control over Agra and Delhi before his death. After Babur came Humayun, who ruled from 1530 to 1540 and from 1555 to 1556. Humayun divided his inheritance according to the will of his father. His brothers were each given a province. The ambitions of his brother Mirza Kamran weakened Humayun's cause against Afghan competitors. Sher Khan defeated Humayun at Chausa in the year 1539 and Kannauj in the year 1540, forcing him to flee to Iran. In Iran, Humayun received help from the Safavid Shah. He captured Delhi in the year 1555 but died the next year after an accident in his building. After Humayun comes Akbar. Akbar ruled from 1556 to 1605. Akbar was 13 years when he became emperor. His reign can be divided into three periods. First, from 1556 to 1570, second, 1570 to 1585, and third, 1585 to 1605. So let us begin with the first one, that is 1556 to 1570. Okay. Akbar became independent of the regent Bairam Khan and other members of his domestic staff. Bairam Khan and other members of his domestic staff. Okay. Military campaigns were launched against the Suris and other Afghans against the neighboring kingdoms of Malwa and Gondwana, and to suppress the revolt of his half brother Mirza Hakim and the Uzbeks. In 1568, the Sisuria capital of Chittor was seized, and in 1569, Ranthambore. Now we will look at the second period, that is from 1570 to 1585. This was the period of military campaigns in Gujarat, followed by the campaigns in the east in Bihar, Bengal and Orissa. These campaigns were complicated by the 1579 to 1580 revolt in support of Mirza Hakim. Now the third period from 1585 to 1605. This period saw the expansion of Akbar's empire. Campaigns were launched in the northwest. Kandahar was seized from the Safavids. Kashmir was annexed, as also Kabul. Kabul was annexed after the death of Mirza Hakim. Campaigns in the Deccan started, and Berar, Khandesh and parts of Ahmednagar were annexed. In the last years of his reign, Akbar was distracted by the rebellion of Prince Salim, the future Emperor Jahangir. So children, with this I end first part of revision of chapter 4, that is the Mughal Empire. I will be continuing with the revision of the remaining chapter in the coming videos. So till then, goodbye and keep learning.